score, maybe with no goals in MLS. All strikers want to come into a tournament with some form, but his team have helped him out.
And here is the hydration break we have in the middle of each half here at this World Cup, and we'll be back in just a moment.
And there it was, the first great American reality. Not really like a sonic boom across history. This country didn't tiptoe on the world stage. Hell no. We were born loud. Liberty is loud, baby. Something to say? Say it. Something to prove? Prove it. Because in this country, in loud we trust.
Yes. You should use the active cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo.
Good call. I'd love to pay.
Earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. That's scoring up to 2% of the active cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply.
I think they gave me a yellow card.
The FIFA World Cup is back, America, so jump on the bandwagon. Hey, Marshawn, hop on, buddy. You call more of a football dude. You can call it that too? That's good enough for me. Come on.
Do you fancy salt and vinegar? Who cares? Just pick another.
Stay right.
Damn it,
When you dare to combine sweet and tart, you get a sweet tart throat. That's so sweet, you'll cover. Sweet tarts, dare to combine.
I can see him.
This is Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day. PG-13. Get tickets now.
One sense of players that they needed that hydration break. You imagine it is super intense heat-wise here. Even at 9:30 p.m. in Guadalajara to the west of Mexico. And you think that hydration break came at an opportune time for South Korea, Warren?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the coach having his team, and because of the euphoria getting back into the game, it just calmed everybody down. And I like it. If I was a coach, I'd love to have a couple of minutes with my team halfway through a game, just to get your points across, just to calm everybody down and make sure that you're organised and you're always vulnerable once you just scored. So I just think you give them enough time to reset.
You say they want that break. It surely depends on what's happening in the game. And your side has the momentum with them. They don't want the break.
No, but I still think as a coach, I would want to have they're quite very good when there's been opportunities.
And the Czechs really are rough. He's fuming with himself. Page. Well, we're so looking forward to tomorrow when the United States opens up the World Cup facing off against Paraguay. That's on Fox tomorrow, of course. Our coverage starts at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. What's the score going to be, Warren?
No, Paraguay as well. No one's really talking about them and how they're going to handle that environment, how they're going to end up like South Africa, where the occasion's too much. How long we know is a talented player, and they've got some players in there that get upset the US. But for me, it is about the US. How that midfield trio can work together. Thailand and Western McKinney, they've got a good balance. The way we're going to get the atmosphere is going to be wonderful. And the build-up before, 3 hours before, shows going to be
Over there, the Kingston view.
and it's all under control.
This game really could go either way. This is how we like it.
But I thought that beforehand because there's so contrast of how each other plays. I'm not saying Czech are just about set pieces, but there's a predominant minutes in how they play, and they're quite physical when they're doing it. But South Korea, want to play combination, want to go in behind, want to hurt you in certain areas. They're not just trying to just pass and pass and pass. They want to go 2-3 passes and then get it behind. And that's how they got the goal. Mexico, they've set the bar. Clean sheets, 3 points.
Red card for them to South Africa. Pretty contentious ones in here. Did you agree with them all?
I'm sure the last one that we got and what it said about it, I thought, okay.
It's taking his time to get my goodness.
Once Mark explained what it was, okay. So that's what it was.
This was the interpretation.
Yes. Talk about South Korea, how they was now a little bit tricky that they took off some key players. You know, there was no way to do that.
We do have Dr. Joe Magnate standing by. She had any contentious decisions, but the game really has flown tonight. And flowed as well.
And you know what? We've got to mention that I think it's always a good sign when we're playing in any competition, whether it's the Korean player finals that we're having now or whatever it is. If you don't mention the officials, it's a pretty good one.
Adam Borshek winning the free kick, and we said about set pieces for Czech here. They scored from one, it was a throw-in and a thundering header from Slipper. That is that breakthrough that time. And now they have a free kick in a dangerous area by their standards.
They just put Schneider on 6'6", so that's another weapon that they can use from there. Again, delivery, beat the first man, put it into that far post area, and then just crash it down and try and get on the end of it.
And that's Thomas scoring, number 19 for Czech here.
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Thomas Czech as well. That was that creature's always scored with his head. And that's Suzanne throw-in.
Again, what South Korea, they have 5 lines here, so plenty of space to put it behind.
The assistant referee is on high alert here.
They're just waiting as well to make sure when the ball is played, that is the key thing in their way. Fantastic, Joey, you see about the referee's assistant being alert, being alert, he has got it spot on. Robert, he can't understand it, he thinks, but there was 1 or 2 players already in an offside position, but they do look, they do check.
Well played, Mahmoud Abdullah Regal of Egypt. He had to have his eyes looking in 2 places at once. And Tomasz Sobczak is indeed offside. Stick on loose.
Yeah. But again, doesn't it just show how don't give silly free kicks away? Otherwise, you give the opportunity, particularly to a team that work so difficulty on this, making sure that they do ask questions and do put the ball into a good area.
Dancing feet. Here's Julian. Oh, this is beautiful.
Give him the ball. He should come off the field at the end of the thing. I don't want to see him soccer ball again, because if I'm playing with him, give him the ball.
Really nicely done. Isaac clear. Isaac in that time. Excellent play there behind the substitute on. That was the Swansea in the Championship. In the English League. Welsh club. He's known as an impact star, the real 1v1 threat, and he showed it there.
That ball, that's it. Seems to be a done stop, go back to their fullback, go back to their midfield players. It's only people on expressing yourself. And in particular this World Cup, we're going to see abundance of ability. I think two good goals as well for South the individual parts, taking approaches to put in there, and then the little flip around, play the ball into an area, and then someone getting into it. Here we go, set pieces there, and got their first goal.
And it's from a very similar position. Wonderful throw in from there.
Just looking at the two or three players, just on the edge of the box, so it's difficult to pick them up.
So it's like another long shot.
It's just so finely balanced. There's absolute chaos going on in the penalty area.
Oh, it's a very dangerous one, but referees did a push.
That's one of the things that they really cut down on, pushing and holding in the penalty area. Look at this, look at the movement he gets across through the legs and just pushes it away. I mean, we're talking about agility, little deflection, he puts out those big, he puts it arms around the post. What a big moment that is. He gets the push and the shove that's going on, because he couldn't quite attack the first ball. Ricky, hold on to your hats, because we're going to have the bumpy one in the next 10 minutes. Check out the proven and that's where do not give up. Over their games, what's it, penalties, things ask you questions.
Two draws in both areas. I also say Engine Beauty. That's a midfielder coming up. for Tukwila here. In the press conference, into an understatement there, Warren. But my goodness, is even animated on that touchline in the technical area. Absolutely potty.
What a legend he was.
And that director of football for Czechia.
Look at the highlight again as well. That is so. And the reason they're doing that is because they don't want to get bullied in their own penalty area. They're getting up there, they're going to challenge and then trying to figure out the second ball. They don't want to get backed into their own area. So far, he's a bit there. So far, he's been really, really composed on the ball.
So consistent.
Yes, yeah. He's always one of them players, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, wherever he's played.
Certainly not giving up here. He's hanging down. The substitutes. Another one next to the goal. And bring it. Pulling out to it. Here's it.
Just keep on it first. Okay. See, that's why you need composure. You don't have to force anything at the moment. Because you know if you put it behind, they're going to go forward. Just wants to get in and flicking on. And that's why they get so high in the field. They don't want people hitting them back. So just keep the ball. Don't force anything at the moment. You can just about see the finishing. Really, I've got the same grip as we've got.
That's in line with that as well. I think we wouldn't want to take that there. Always available, keen to receive the balls he's coming on. The Swansea man.
The problem is though, with Czech, now they've took off Tukwila to hold, but they're never going to run in behind you. The only way you're going to make a mistake like that, they're the type of things that will give them a little bit of belief. Just do your job, get rid of the ball and win the game.
Czechia, also Czech Republic, but in terms of scores, it's given away really cheaply.
Fumbling back as well. The three second half haven't moved. They're staying exactly where they are. You see a couple of times early on with Mexico when they went forward, they could have, there was more quality, been called out, but not South Korea. They're saying we're staying exactly where they are. And then the 5-6 are trying to cause a little bit of havoc for the last few moments, but we ain't going anywhere. The back of my mind now, so don't get all these set pieces, and also focus on don't be stopping the back of the ball. It's simply not working.
Yes, I really want to do the one set pieces. I really want to find the pitch.
Because in general play, they haven't got like a number 10, particularly if they took off, that can find the pass.
Back the search and all.
You have to win the first Cup, so you're going to have that stage right a little bit. But just do your job, and don't complicate it.
She's scoring in each of them, who's scored here again tonight. And South Korea having come from behind.
Two contrasts with coaches as well with experience. You know, 5 games, you go on the other side. As captain, World Cup beating 4 of them. The best ever was in 2002 when they hosted it. So he's been there, seeing that as a player. But it's the fine lines now. How do you see the game out? I love the fact that the defensive unit is not sitting back and inviting Russia.
The reputation's been changed. Oh, that's a painful fall. A really hefty fall.
This is when you see the players fatiguing now. The last months ago, there's 2 or 3 career players who've only been climatised. They've come out early, been into Utah, the altitude, but there's a lot of players getting cramped at the moment. That's with the lack of oxygen getting into the blood system, the thinner air that you're playing. It doesn't seem a lot harder, but you try and run around for 90 plus minutes.
Himself has had his chances tonight. In MLS. Couldn't find the finishing touches. Had a couple of good opportunities, but he wouldn't play his part. He's a leader in this side.
There was a battle, there's people on the floor, the ball bounces around. You just wonder if they can get one clear chance. Could that have been it, or is it going to be a set piece like we've seen before? It's so important now for South Korea, particularly forwards, to keep holding the ball. The options out on the left-hand side. It's the decisions.
Jingu went alone. Little. It's going to be a brown man. Oh, wonderful. That was brilliant as well. Russia just couldn't make it easy to do it.
I think we're talking about the offensive player, but until South Korea, 3 second half, particularly Marshall Bond and Captain Kim, have been sensational. They've competed, they've kept their shape, they've challenged one another to the quality, and more importantly, the positional sense of themselves, squeeze out the field and make sure they're not putting back and they're not pressure on.
Big moment for the Serb with Tukwila in this Euro 2024 after falling off his tricycle just 9 days before the tournament. To make an impact here and scoring the penalty to get them here. And running out of time there. Less than a minute and a half of the allocated stoppage time remains. Of course, be more.
races out there, but you've got to get off to a good start.
No doubt they asked about that afterwards, whether there was a problem with the likes of Schultz, such a clear attacking piece for them.
As I say, part of what I'm going is people might be mind that, okay, this time we're going to take you on because of the intensity where you are. With all due respect, sometimes you just got to ask the player, I'm okay, I can keep going, I'll give you another 5 minutes.
This is the end of the field. South Korea just want to keep the ball up. It's 30 seconds plus. Czech clearly now go up.
This is definitely a good part as well.
First of the game. After 3 reds and 3 yellows in the first game, we'll have to wait till the last few seconds in this one.
Well, you felt left out. But again, this line, you see it coming just a little bit now, maybe a little bit. I love it. I love the fact that they're confident and strong and they've worked on set pieces. There's a big sign that they would have worked on. There's a trigger, there's a sign on the drop off.
So the next delivery. Still they're coming in. Czechia. And it's stoppage time. At the end of the stoppage time, this has to be it for Czechia.
Jackie Ward taking the walk and then Captain David since Mexico, South Korea, towards Mexico, and then good difference. Jackie and South Africa, sitting 0 course, it's one hard. It was a comeback win for South Korea, still only leading one trustee the most categories. Really good resilience because the first half of the game, going 0-0. Come on the second half, China scored a goal off a throw, which was their strength and set piece team all through qualifying, and yet they still, the South Koreans found a way to begin that. It changes off the bench, they have a chance. What a goal that was for them, the first goal to make it 1-1, and then they went and found the winner. So really impressive for a team without a coach there. That's good. Oh, wow, the song was taken off the ball. What does this win do for South Korea at this stage, buddy?
I mean, this is a huge confidence booster. Like Steve said, they come back, resilience, character showing. There's 2 quality goals that were scored by South Korea, and I just think the fight, obviously, sun coming off, that was such a huge impact.
Were you surprised by the coming off this season?
A little surprised. Coverage of the U.S. match begins at 6 p.m. Eastern on Fox. So here's what just took place in Guadalajara. That was giving me a quick throwback to the Premier League days when against Stoke City. We're having nightmares of Rose
other team scored in the qualifying campaign as well. The same thing. I mean, but this is, I don't think finish. I mean, if you were best again in the first half, they would have put it in off. But this still cut and then